Oh, there's loads of produce in here, isn't there? Isn't there? We've grown a lot of it. Lovely plums there. We haven't grown them, but someone gave them to us, did they?
I picked them off their tree.
Lovely plums. Lovely cucumber there. We grew that. We've nearly eaten it. Lovely bunch of tomatoes up there. Lovely lot of carrots down there.
Bunch of tomatoes.
Group of tomatoes then. Okay, here we go.
Fine.
So, shall we have dinner now, or shall we do the garden first?
Do the garden.
Oh, look who's in there. What are you doing in there?
Silly.
We're going out in the garden. See you in a minute. Well, we're out in the garden again. I was going to finish the car off today, but it's a little bit windy again, and it's supposed to be getting nice over the weekend, so I'm probably going to leave that till the weekend now. So we thought we'd just come out here and try and tidy the garden up a bit, because I haven't really touched it for a long time. It's well overgrown. A lot of the stuff is dying off and needs cutting back now. Sharon started with the flowers. They're still in full bloom, these. These are asters, I think, Sharon, aren't they? I don't know. Yeah, they're asters. So Sharon's just trimming back all the dead heads on them, and I'm going to go around and help pull some weeds out and all that. I've got some work still to do in the log cabin. Let me show you inside there. Well, this is my sandblasting cabinet, as you probably know, and because I want to start using it for the renovation stuff on the Triumph Acclaim in the bonnet area, for example, I couldn't see through the glass. So let me just show you. This was the old glass that was on there, and you can buy film, plastic film that sticks on the inside, so the actual glass itself doesn't get sandblasted, so to speak. So I took them off a long time ago because I thought it would be okay, and this actually sandblasted the glass, and this can't rub off. The glass has actually been etched. So what I had to do was get a new piece of glass, which I've actually got. Put that out there. But also the gloves that went through, they perished as well around the edge. So I've basically stripped this down, and I've got new glass to go on there, I've got new gloves to go in there, and I've given this a good clean out inside, and I'm basically going to be putting this back into action again. I won't do this today, but this is what I'm working on at the moment as well as tidying up the rest of the log cabin. So as you can probably see here, things are getting a bit more organised now. I've got another bit of rack in there to go over that side when I eventually do it, but things are getting a little bit more organised now. There's a spare engine I've got down there, as you can probably see. That's for the old Reliant Robin. That's an 850cc one. So I've got to make the decision whether or not to refurbish this and install that into the Reliant Regal, or maybe just leave the 600 engine in, which it's got in there at the moment. So I'm not decided yet. So just coming outside again, as I said, we've got all these tomato plants. They're actually literally everywhere, and as you can see, they're growing really nice at the moment. But a lot of the plants were dying back. So Sharon's just going around now cutting all the stuff back which is dead. I mean, down here for example, look, you can see lots of dead shoots and leaves off of there, so we're going to cut all them back. Plus I've got loads of weeds, as you probably know, that have all sprung up all over here, as you can see. So I'm going to try and attend to these now, probably pull some of these out, and we also need to go into the polytunnel as well. And again, I'm probably going to, this pumpkin down here, as you can see, has actually gone yellow now, which indicates that it's probably not getting its nutrition anymore. So we'll probably pick that and use that as a small pumpkin. But there really isn't any nutrition, enough nutrition in these green grow bags to grow pumpkins really. So I mean, that's a lesson I've learned. So I'm going to pull all the beans out now, the runner beans. They're not runner beans, sorry. I'm going to pull all the broad beans out now, and also the peas, and anything that in the raised bed which is actually in the way, like we've got weeds shooting up in there now, so I'm going to actually pull all the weeds out and clear this area and get ready to plant some new stuff in there. So we've got loads of empty containers now, so I'm going to need to get some more seed potatoes. We've run out of potatoes. This is literally our last 3 bags of potatoes here. So although we've still got them, we haven't got any planted, so I'm going to plant some more of them when I get the seed potatoes. So we're just going to have a little tidy up now and get rid of some weeds. That's what I'm going to do now. Really hard work gardening, digging up roots anyway. So we've done quite a bit. Let's just have a quick look what we've done. Well, Sharon's, as I say, has been pruning up there. You can't really see much at the moment. It's still all in a bit of a mess. I've cleared this area here. I'm going to be clearing it a bit more, obviously, but I've got to rake all this over now, and also down the back there. Rake that raised bed over, and then I'm going to put a membrane down here. But this is all what we've got just out the back here, look. So this is the sort of thing where if you don't keep on top of weeding, you get this sort of build up, and it makes it very much like hard work. So I'm going to prevent all this by putting a membrane down and keeping everything down. Once we've got all this cleared, we'll look at planting some new stuff for the autumn and possibly into the winter as well. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to carry on now. Just going to go and have a cup of tea first, me and Sharon. What are you doing here, baby?
Adding a courgette mixture which I found.
Oh, look at that. Give that a little stir up. Let's have a look. So we've got our vegetables in here, have we?
It's got thicker, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks lovely now, doesn't it?
We've got our butter beans, our potatoes and our carrots.
Not butter beans, we've got our broad beans in there, you mean?
Broad beans, yeah.
Broad beans, our potatoes and our carrots, and we've got some lovely beef, yeah?
Hopefully. My husband will be planting me some onions.
Yes,
so
we
I
hope to.
go through a lot of onions.
Yeah, that looks really nice. So what else are we going to put in there? Just while you was cleaning up.
Courgette.
We found this courgette, look. So she's just, basically, we weren't going to have this in, but as we got it, it's a little bit wintry outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not working on the car, so yeah, why not sling this in as well, eh? Oh, lovely, look. Look at that. That's it, whack it in there. Isn't it great? Just the only thing we've had to buy there is the meat.
Meat and onions.
Oh, and the onions, because we ain't got no onions, as I say, but look at this. Whole hearty meal. What are we going to have that with? You could have it with crusty bread, couldn't you?
It's enough there. I might do some, I don't know. No, I don't need dumplings.
Oh, I love a bit of dumpling in there, baby, don't we?
Yeah, but do we need it?
No, it's not a matter of need, it's a matter of taste and texture. No, we probably don't need it, that's right. If we wanted to say we could have a bit of crusty bread with that, but she's going to whack that back in the oven now. What we should have done is actually done a recipe on this stew, but there we go. Pretty simple to do, but
just everything bangs in a pot.
Yeah, we've been busy in the garden.
I was making this at 7 o'clock this morning, though, wasn't I, love?
Was you?
Yeah.
So what are you looking for now?
Maggie.
Oh, that's a lovely little addition. Maggie seasoning, everyone. I don't know if you've ever seen. Let's show the people.
Let me just pour it and then you can show them. I'll get it back in the oven.
This is like a savoury, meat-based sauce. Really does add a bit of body to your food. Let's have a look. We use it quite a lot, as I say. It's called
nice
Maggie.
On steak, isn't it?
Maggie liquid seasoning. What we have done in the past is, if you've got a raw bit of steak, now steak can be a little bit bland. I know you've got probably nice textured steak and all that. What's that?
I'm sweaty.
I am sweaty. I've been in the garden working, as you know. Get your bit of steak, lay it in the frying pan, sprinkle some sugar on it. Listen to this, you'll love this. Sprinkle some sugar on the top of the steak, and then put a few drops of Maggie all around it. Cook it on the one side, and then flip it over, and then sugar, granulated sugar, all over the steak, and then put some Maggie back on it again. Cook it for about 5 or 10 minutes, flip it over again, and just flip them over till you get this lovely caramel and savoury taste to your steak, and it enhances any steak. And try it, I guarantee you will love it. And that's Maggie seasoning, you can find it in your supermarkets, and a bit of sugar. Just on a nice bit of steak. Absolutely fantastic. You don't need no barbecue sauces or anything. You can, if you find steak a little bit bland, Do that and you will be totally gobsmacked at the flavour that a little bit of sugar and the Maggi seasoning adds to it.
That's suitable for vegetarians.
It's suitable, is it really?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, everything's happening.
That's my daughter.
We got to go, the phone's going. We'll see you a bit later. Bye for now.
Hello. Oh my god, my stew. Lovely. Oh yes, I've had a spoonful.
Tracy's on the phone, she's bigging her stew up to Tracy.
Yeah. Tracy's been doing my conversation with
Who
you.
is it, Sha?
Daughter.
Our daughter.
My daughter.
Tracy.
Our daughter.
Yeah. We're going to go. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Tracy.
Say bye.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, Tracy.
Bye-bye.
That's it, we are going now. Bye, Tracy's
Bye.
going.
You,
Bye.
Tracy. Bye.
Bye.